Hello, hello. We're back again, week number 5 with Dr. Ynge Young and myself, Ahava McLaughlin. I'm a traditional naturopath. She's a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine and the founder of the Allergy Kit. And this is the series that we are discussing today. Today's topic is going to be very interesting. I'm very excited to hear from her about this. It is on, are you allergic to a family member or a close friend? Um, I guess the same way that we would be allergic to maybe our animals or something to that nature, we could also be allergic to ourselves or even family members. So that's today's topic, and I can't wait to hear Dr. Young. Let's get started. So tell me the first time you realized that this is a thing.
I think the first time was a patient I had who she was adopted, loved her adopted father, but could not stand her mother. And also in school, she had a lot of problems, especially with one girl. She said, she is so mean to me. She is attacking me. She's doing all these things to me. And it was the same thing with the mother. They were doing all these things to her. And I treated her for allergies. And in her case, I think I used a people vial. So it was like general people. And when she came for her following treatment, she said, "Oh no, that girl has totally changed. She is so nice to me now." And my mother, "No, my mother is fine. There is nothing wrong."
She didn't
And
even
that was
realize
after
those words.
years of problems.
Wow. So it subtly works. She just didn't even realize anymore that it was an issue.
No, no, no,
Wow.
no. She thought it was everybody else.
Right.
And then I had this other case, which was a baby, a toddler. He was allergic to his dad. So the mother had the allergy kit, and then she said, but I think she got the kit before the child was born. And then when he got a little older, he every time he sat in his dad's lap, his whole face got red and his ears got red, and he started to swear,
Wow.
didn't want to sit there. And the mother asked me, "What is that? Why is that?" So I made a vial for the father, from the father's. I got the Q-tip with his saliva, his picture, his date of birth, and name on the back of the picture. And Santo Remedio, that just took care of took care of that.
Wow. So now he didn't react to his dad anymore?
No, not at all.
Wow, that's insane. So what do you do? You take the person's saliva on a Q-tip, they send it to you,
Yes, and a picture with
and a
the
picture.
name and the date of birth
And you can create a
on the back.
personalized vial
Yeah,
for
because
them.
that has all the energy of that person.
That's wonderful for people to know. Hey, if you're having conflict in your house between siblings, between spouses, between friends or family members, you
Yeah,
can
it
do
also helps with the just the general people, because I think some people, it's like you can be allergic to every dog. You can probably be allergic to a lot of people.
right.
So then the general people vial helps.
So I have a question. So let's say you walk into a room and you get this energy, this feeling of, you know, someone in that room you're not jiving with from the get-go. And let's say that you're going, maybe it's like a business meeting and you're going to be doing this project with this person. Would you do that people vial on yourself? Uh, would that help in any
Well,
sort of way?
if it is somebody I will have to work with, and I don't know the person, I would probably not ask him to or her to give me a sample of the
No,
saliva.
no, not of the other person. Like, let's say yourself.
Yeah, so
Let's
I
say,
would use a people vial for that.
yeah, a people
And I
vial.
think that also can probably have to do with, you meet somebody and you say, "Oh, he has bad vibes."
Right, right,
That could be an allergy to that person.
right. There's like an energy or there that's not jiving. And
Yeah.
you think that the vial could possibly even help calm down that transfer
Yes,
of
yes.
energy between people. Okay. Wow. Very nice.
Because
So
as we talked about before, for example, some, especially women, I guess men could also be allergic to their own sperm, but it's mostly women. And that becomes a fertility problem if they are allergic
Mm,
to the sperm. And in that case, I think mostly they either get the burning or they might even get a rash or some skin issues.
or maybe even a little bit of repulsion.
That too.
Yeah.
And also if you know you get that weird sensation and you have no clue that it is allergies, for example.
Right.
It's really not anything you think of if you have.
Right, because we think of
That.
allergies as hives, but it doesn't always necessarily need to be a hive or like I
No,
can't breathe, it
right.
can
It could be
become
like the kid who got red in his face. I mean, it can be
right,
something
right.
like that. And they can't. I don't think they can have children because if you're allergic to it, the body will uh,
Wow.
repulse the sperm.
Right, it won't accept it. Wow, that's so interesting. So what are I guess we went over this a little bit through stories, but some of the common symptoms, how
Well,
would you
it
know?
could. Yeah, it could be. You were talking about. Uh, was it your son who got eczema or some
Oh,
rash
my little one after.
after sweating?
No, no, no. Oh, a friend of mine, her
Uh-huh.
son, when he went through puberty, he started to get, when he would sweat, he would get hives.
Yeah.
And he was allergic to his own sweat. He eventually, I guess his immune system corrected itself and he kind of grew out of it. But yeah, she told me that he used to get hives when he would go through,
Yeah,
when
and
he would
that
sweat.
is, yeah, to be allergic to your sweat is not uncommon. Thank God it's not common, but it's definitely not unheard of. And maybe people don't think about it as an allergy, but they sweat and they get some kind of skin
Reaction.
problems.
Yeah.
So that can, it's most probable allergy to sweat, to their own sweat.
Wow.
So that can be a skin allergy, like the kid got red in his face. It can be hives.
Hmm.
So,
I'm thinking of someone who they've changed out their deodorant like, so
oh,
many times, the cleanest ones that they can think of, and they still are reacting underneath the arms. Would you think that's an allergy to their
oh,
own skin, you
absolutely.
think? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
Wow, that's another thing I thought about. Very, very interesting. Oh, I have another question. This like leads me into the topic of narcissism. And there's just such an uptick in these disorders nowadays. I think back then it's like something you just think about in the movies. And nowadays I think all of us know someone who might fall or tend to fall in this category. And would you still consider something like that? Like if you had to be in close proximity to them and you couldn't necessarily like could be
But
as still as it could
you know,
be.
it's funny that you say that because I had a client whose mother was narcissistic,
Hmm.
and the daughter could not. I mean, she's in her 50s or 60s, so it's something that has been going on her own all her life.
Right,
That fight with her mother, and uh, also kind of disdain, and in a way, that get mixed with shame and all kinds of stuff.
right,
But uh, so she always had that. She was always on edge with her mother and always reacted whatever the mother said, and she didn't say any nice things. So I made a vial for narcissism.
you did.
And she treated
Crazy.
herself, and she said it was incredible how it worked. So she now doesn't react.
So she's not reacting
Mhm.
towards the narcissist,
Yeah.
like we couldn't change the narcissism,
No,
but we changed
no.
the allergy of the reaction to the narcissist,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's insane. Wow. I need that vial. My
Yeah.
goodness. Wow. That's really, really amazing. And just on the flip side, have you ever had someone admit that they might be a narcissist and use the
Oh
vial?
no. Oh no. Oh no. No, they can't see that. Maybe other people's are in their eyes, but they can't see that themselves
Right.
are.
I was just curious if you ever
No,
experienced them. Okay. All right. All right. You never know. There's different kinds of, categories, but this is a whole nother topic, but maybe for another day.
yeah. No, I have been in that web of a narcissistic person, and that was not fun. I
Right.
got
No, I
I
think
got out
all of us have
alive.
probably experienced this one way or another, but it's good to know, like, hey, we don't have to overreact. And because you get shaky, you're like, it's happening, it's like it's inevitable. Here they go. You can't stop them. They're like
No,
on their tirade again. And like, what do I do? All you can do is control how you react to
exactly. And that's what
them.
this vial apparently does. I
Yeah.
mean, when I made it, I didn't know if it was going to work, but she said it was a miracle.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, I need that vial. So if you want to get your narcissistic vial or your people vial or your personalized vial with your own saliva or your family member saliva if they're willing, you can visit the allergykit.com. I also have a link below and where you can click on and it'll take you directly there. And this is such a great topic. And please like and share this video. This is definitely a subject that is not floating around on the internet, I don't think.
So I
So,
would be interested if there are any questions or comments.
yeah. Okay, yes. Questions or comments, please let us know. And we are so grateful you are with us during this series, and we can't wait for number 6 next week. Stay tuned to find out what that is. And with that being said, I will sign off and say thank you so much, Dr. Young, for such an amazing topic yet once again. And I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.